Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So you guys, I just want to hit straight to the point. Like I just want to go straight to the point. My last video I mentioned that my daughter removed her tonsils and her adenoids. I hope I'm pronouncing that one correctly. Doctors in the house. Anyway, so some people actually asked me some few questions about it. How was it for her? How was her recovery? You know, some people said they were scared to do it. Maybe their kids are going through some things and they've already told them that they need to remove it, but they're scared. So I replied some, and I felt like instead of just replying, let me just do a video about it and just talk about generally, like just few points on what I know from my daughter's experience, you know. So I'll talk about the symptoms, why we had to even go to the doctor for it, and what led to everything though. So yes, so that's what I just want to talk about in this video. So first of all, my baby Bibi, everybody knows my cute little Bibi, once she like crossed that 1 year, even before she crossed her 1 year birthday, we started seeing symptoms of heavy breathing at night. You know, she's always having catarrh, and anytime her catarrh comes, like her nose will be fully blocked. When I mean fully blocked, no medication will cure it, no spray, whatever spray you put inside, it's not going to work. It doesn't even work. I just felt like, okay, it's the weather or something. So back to back, we're going back to the hospital back to back, and as soon as she crossed 1, it became worse. And then Bibi became so skinny. She became so skinny. She wasn't eating very well. She would just eat small, and then that's it. Bibi didn't have appetite, nothing. So we noticed it, but every time it comes in, I just go to the hospital. They'll give her medication to try and relieve it, but nothing happens. Nothing relieves it. Sometimes it runs for like months. Like she's going to suffer that thing for months. And have it in mind that if that starts happening to her, she won't be breathing well. When she starts snoring, like if you're in the next room, you hear her snoring, like loud snore. Coming from a tiny human being, you get what I mean? So we kept on managing it because no doctor at that point has suggested that we do it. And then another thing we realized was she was constantly having ear infection. Anytime we go to the hospital, Bibi has infection. I was just like, is it from this? Is it from what she's putting in her mouth? But because I didn't just understand. Every time, infection is mostly ear infection. Mostly ear infection. 2019, she had this long one. And then before COVID, she was having one before COVID. Then during that lockdown, you see that whole lockdown period, Bibi did not have one single attack. No catarrh, no cough. And I was not like, probably it's the school she's going to that's causing all this whole thing. Maybe it's from the school. I felt good because that whole lockdown, like throughout, because the school now resumed ending of the year. So imagine that whole from that March to like ending of the year, nothing happened to Bibi. So I was like, I was really happy. I said, that means this thing is not even so serious. That means it's just something that is viral, you know. And I was just happy though that she didn't have that attack for like a long time. Then immediately schools resumed. Bibi went back to school and she came back like just that 1 week. So I just concluded that yes, this thing, whatever thing she's getting from school. And then before we knew it, we changed schools, and then she was still having the same thing. When I went 2021, because it was already like end of year and school was already closing, I said, okay, if the school should close, she'll probably be fine. But January came, same thing was still happening to her. Then it got better. Then by March, no, we couldn't just. By March, I would look for a video of when I was carrying her in the car. Just know that sound you're hearing is like little, because I was sitting upright. When you sit upright, she feels better. So I got to the hospital, and it was like Wednesday. It was on a Wednesday. I'll never forget. As I got there, and the doctor looked at me and said, okay, they have to examine her, because she was not really looking pretty. She couldn't breathe. When I mean breathing, I mean she could not breathe. She was literally breathing from her mouth. Her nose was fully blocked. After they finished, the doctor looked at her and she told me that, you know what, she's going to transfer her to an ENT doctor. Yeah, or something like that. They have a specialist. He comes in on Wednesday, so we're at log that the man is going to come in that day. That's what, from what she's seeing, that there's pus in her ears and that she's having serious infection and her nose is completely blocked, so that we have to go and see that ENT doctor. I was like, okay, no problem. The doctor came, we saw the man, and he did a test. He put something through her nose or so. It's just like a camera to view what's happening behind. From what I saw, like there was no space. Something was one skin was blocking her nostrils from the inside. It was really blocking her. You can't see anything. You can't just see anything. You can't see. There's no way she will breathe. So even if you spray, even if you give her medication, it's not catarrh blocking it. It's like skin.
It's just your nose now.
Let's do the nose. Let's see what's inside your nose. Yeah. Baby, let's see what's inside your nose. Wow.
You see that it's blocked.
Yes, it's blocked.
It's
okay. That's all, baby. That's all.
Okay, I'm done.
And the man told me that is the adenoid. That thing, because it has swollen. That the infection, that is swollen, and then it's blocking some part of her ear safe. I don't even know how to explain the medical something, sha. And it's now causing her to have ear infection. And then we pass the thing through her ears too. You see, if you see pus inside baby's ears, like baby's ears, they were swollen inside. Thinking about itself is scary. And then they opened it and checked her mouth too. Like her tonsils were so swollen. I say, open your mouth very well. No, baby, open it. Say, shout,
Say,
shout it.
Say,
shout, so no not come.
You can see the tonsils on the side.
Say,
I've seen myself. I don't want to.
Baby, shout it again. Shout it again.
Can you see the side? That
yes.
They are tonsils.
And then the doctor was like, that's why she can't eat, because anytime this happens to her, imagine for months she won't be able to eat. So immediately he saw it, he told me, look, you know what? Some kids actually they just outgrow it and it won't happen to them again. But some it happens for a long time before they outgrow it. Some might never even outgrow it till I don't even know. He said every child is different. But what he advised people now to do is just remove it. That once you remove it, you have peace of mind. But at the same time, if you're not up to it, just let it run its course. But I couldn't just stand and watch my daughter go through that whatever thing she was going through at that period. It wasn't nice. As in, I was not enjoying myself. As in, I would not sleep at night. Every day is like the same wahala. So I now told the doctor, you know what, I have to talk to my husband and tell him, because right now I was just carrying BB. BB was just there behaving like someone that I don't even know. The thing was breaking my heart. At the same time, I know I'm not strong. If you know me, you know I sound strong, but when it comes to do anything with my children like this, being sick or something, I'm weak. Like when I mean I'm weak, or somebody I care about like having to go through something like that. So see, I was just weak. I said, look, the best person to talk to, I'll have to talk to my husband, because right now I'm not thinking straight. And I called him. I was like, babe, see what the doctor is saying. I sent him the videos that I made. Then he now told me that, you know what, let's do the surgery since the man is available today. And if we don't do it today, it's till next week. So I have to watch my daughter again for another 1 week doing thing for me. So and I said that he's coming. They asked the doctor, what time will you be able to do surgery? He said they can do it this night. They can do it that Wednesday night. That he has to call in some more doctors. So my husband said, okay, he's coming. We just stayed back at the hospital. It was already evening. So the surgery was supposed to be by 8 p.m. They removed the tonsils, they removed her adenoids. Yeah. That day, I don't want to talk about my experience. I was like a mad woman in the hospital. Like I was going crazy inside the hospital. I was crying. You know, if you see me, I don't like when someone tell me that it's a minor surgery, man. Don't be worried. It's a minor surgery. There's no minor when you're cutting my daughter or when you're doing anything. My husband told me, you know what, I'm panicking too much that what will happen is that he's going to stay in and watch the whole surgery. That will it make me feel better? I told him yes. I was crying. I told him yes, that it make me feel better if I know he's inside. I was like, okay, fine. That he'll go inside and stay and watch them do the whole thing, because they're supposed to put her under now. You see, the way he explained to me how they did the surgery, I don't want to scare anybody about anything, but just know he was inside and me, I was outside waiting, and that whole process of waiting, it was torture. I didn't even know when I left the hospital. I was walking like a mad woman road without my wig, with my rough self, because the hospital was close to where we were living before. So I had to go meet my neighbor, and once she just saw me, she was going and she was like, Nneka, what happened? I just started crying to her. Jesus, I'm dramatic. Anyway, she now started calming me down. She gave me tea, you know, just to calm me down. Just, you know, I just stayed well in her house. Then after that, and I went back to the hospital. After the surgery, when I just saw baby, God, I felt so relieved. She was sleeping.
Okay.
They told me that the place would be swollen for some days, but after like maybe a day or two, I won't hear her snore again. That I might still be hearing the snoring small. And then I was watching her sleeping, because the whole sleeping thing they did her, she was still, last part, someone that's of surgery, she was still sleeping. She was still very weak, but she was sleeping peacefully, and that gave me peace of mind. Like, that really made me feel so happy. I said, thank God that I did the surgery, because I don't know how I would have felt taking her back to the house and then she's still feeling this way. So anyways, after the surgery, they told me that I should be giving her cold ice cream. Ice cream. Baby is not a fan of ice cream. If it was Chidima, trust me, she will recover under 2 minutes, because that one loves ice cream. But baby is not big on ice cream. So what I did, because I know she likes yogurt, we put a lot of yogurt, Hollandia yogurt, in the freezer. When it gets so cold, then it gets so cold, when I give her, practically give her frozen yogurt. Even if I'm giving it to her with spoon, or she'll be sucking it. At first, it was a bit difficult for her, because swallowing it, you have to pass the tonsil side where they did this whole surgery thing. So it wasn't easy for her at first. So if it's paining her, I just take it easy. I leave her. Then I try and use spoon. We just kept on rotating it. If she doesn't want, I don't put pressure. But the doctor said the more the ice, the faster she'll recover. That people even do the surgery today and leave the next day. Or if you can even do it in the morning or the surgery at night, but depending on the child. Surgery was very successful, and I did it in Abuja here. We didn't have to go far. But when I saw the doctor, I just said, no, this man firstly knows what he's doing. He told me that these surgeries are not like minor, they're not serious surgeries, so they're really simple. But I didn't want to hear that. Anyway, so that's how her own was. After like 2 days, we slept 2 nights after the night of the surgery, the next night, and then the other day, the next day, we were discharged. And since then till now, baby has not gone to the hospital for throat infection or ear infection. What will be infecting the throat when she doesn't have tonsils again? And anytime she has catarrh now, it's regular catarrh, like regular catarrh that a regular child will have without problems. It just comes, and if her nose is blocked, and give her Piriton, sometimes this as Piriton, it will help her. Before, let her finish 10 cartons of Piriton, nothing. 10 cartons of whatever medication you want to do, nothing. It's not going to change anything. But that helped her. So I would advise people out there that if your child is going through something similar, and your doctor maybe must have advised you, oh, do the surgery, and you trust the hospital, it's something you can do, well, it's not bad to do it, because it helped me. So I don't regret doing it. God forbid I have another child that's going through the same thing. Look, I'll close my eyes again and say, take it out, because that taking it out gave BB relief. It's more than a year now she did the surgery, and this last one she went to the hospital was the first time she went to the hospital for malaria and infection, and the infection itself was not from her throat. It wasn't her ears. Thank God her ears were not infected, her throat was not infected. So it's like, it's really for me. So and that was the first time I told them, please check her throat. Let me make sure the tonsils have not grown back. If it's possible for it to grow back. But well, so if you're there still wondering if you should do it or if you should not do it, just do it and just get over with it. Like, you don't have to think about it. And she recovered very quick. And then after that, my baby started eating. Even the doctor told me, your daughter will start eating. You now start begging her to stop eating. Baby eats everything now. Except she wants to do shakara. She just do baby things for you. But baby is eating everything now. She's adding weight. Of course, people know how my baby is now. I just wanted to just do this video just for people out there that are still thinking, should I do it or should I not do it? So try and do it. It's going to obviously help your child. But if you cannot, you can also wait to outgrow it, for the child to outgrow it. So whichever way, I hope this video, I don't know, helps in any way for some people and all that. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I always do like this when I want to say bye. Bye. Why do I always go this way? I think I should go this way this time around. Okay, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Bye. No, just go. Bye. Nah, bye. Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown.